Hey there, folks. I'm Joe Crawford of artlung.com. Pretty much every day, I do the daily target on CSSBattle.dev and record myself doing it. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Let's do it. We have kind of a pixely fellow, huh? Kind of great. Looking at the positions, like I would be tempted to do some of this with a clip path, right? But I think I don't love that idea for this case. All right, so I think this ends up being a lot of conic gradient type scenario. So let's see what that looks like. All right. So I'm going to go nested template, the HTML element, and then we're going to. So we put this reddish salmon red, and then the yellow, and we use margins to narrow that in 32, 100, 22. And then what are the patterns that we want? So I know we want one, which is this radial gradient at the bottom. Conic gradient rather. So we're going to call that A. Sure. Repeating conic gradient, which is going to be transparent. Actually, we probably want all the colors. 0, 20, 0, 25, 0, 25%, and then the yellow color, 0, 50%, semicolon, and then we put that var A. And that's small, right? We need it twice, and unfortunately, it's not going to be super regular. So that's kind of interesting too. So we need it to be no repeat, I think, which kind of stinks. Does it stink? It kind of stinks. Yeah, it stinks. Okay, so we'll put it at 0, 100%. No, 100% with 40 pixels, 40 pixels. Maybe 60. So we have that bottom corner. So that's actually kind of correct. But we need it twice, which is 100%, 100%. And then each one of these needs a no repeat. So not a great solution, really. Comma and comma. So those are our two bottom guys. And then what? I don't love the... Yeah, it's just kind of on the tricky side, isn't it? We got this. Yeah, any way you slice it. So let's do a linear gradient next, which is this yellow, 80%, and then transparent. Maybe it's 70%. 71, 2, 3. Sure. And then we need the eyeballs. So we'll call the eyeballs E, conic gradient, which is transparent, 75%. And then the red color, 0, semicolon. And then this is also a no repeat. Var dash E, comma. So that's what that looks like. So it needs to be small at 20 pixels, 20 pixels. and then we move it to 20 pixels over and 30 pixels down. Is that correct? Yeah, there's my eyeball. Not too bad an eyeball there. And then this one is 60 pixels over. Is that right? No, that's not right. It's not quite far. How about 70? All right, let's see if that's 100% match. It might be. Ooh, 99.9%. So probably this is that I tried to do a linear gradient that's 73%. Let's just make that an even 200 pixels or 160 pixels. And that's probably going to get us to 100%. Let's find out. And we found out. So 100% match. That does it. So then, is there a way to do the thing that I described, to simplify this slightly? So if we can't do the repeating contour gradient, we lose dash dash A entirely. We keep the eyes, and we lose the linear gradient, and we just do the yellow. Like that. Then we need a clip path, right? I think. If that's the way we're going to do it. Now, there's other ways to hide things. But clip path polygon, kind of a nice way to do this. Although it's a lot of points. Well, let's do them. Well, let's count them first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 points. Do we love it? No, we don't love it at all. But is it a way to do it? Yes, it is. 100%, 0, 100%, 80 pixels. All right, so here's our first step. 100, 140, 50, 60. Okay. And then I don't think these numbers are going to be even. 80 pixels, 160 pixels. 110 pixels. So 110, 160, and then 110, 180 pixels. And then 100%, 180 pixels. And then 100%, 100%. And then 110 pixels, 100%. And looks like we're not low enough with the 180. It should be 190. Yep. Okay, so then this goes 110 pixels, 190 pixels. Again, yep. And then 90 pixels, 190 pixels. Or is it 80 pixels? And then up. Okay, now we go over. Now we're going to be over 30 pixels, 160 pixels. I think that's right. Yeah, and then down 30 pixels, 190 pixels. Oh, that should be 3. 30. And then 60 pixels, 190 pixels. And then 60 pixels, 100%. And then 30 pixels, 100%. And then we go back up to 30 pixels, 190 pixels. And then 0, 190 pixels. And those are the points. Is that a great way to do it? That's all right. I doubt it's shorter. Minify, unit replace. Yeah, it's so many points. And submit. I have to admit, it's enjoyable for me to do that. No. Is there a way to do this with squares, box shadows? Maybe. So if you made an element, made a square. What if we make a square? Let's put that red on the body. Move the margins to the paragraph element. Make the background this color. And create a, well, it doesn't help us with those squares, does it? So let's do a conic gradient to do the main background. Okay. 120 pixels over, 40 pixels down, which is correct. And we need an at value of okay. Now we have squares to do. So we're going to put a background. There's my square. And I find myself wanting to do the square down below. So the first square here. So let's do that. 120, 180, 190, 200. So 202, well, actually 232. And then this number needs to be 122. And the height is 30. All right, so that gets me that guy. And then I do box shadow inset 1 inch 0, 30 pixels, 30 pixels. And then 50 pixels 0. That's not right. That's not right at all. 80, 80, 90, 80, 80, 0. I'm going to set the color to yellow, and we got it. Then if I wanted to be bold, I could say 0 minus 100 pixels, 0 minus 10 pixels. And then some color that so I could see the darn thing. Okay. And I think that might be right, which is nice. More vertical, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Comma, 40 pixels minus 135 pixels, 0 minus 5 pixels, and then that color. So that number gets bigger, 5, 6, 7, 65. That's not too bad. Bunch of box shadows. So the overall big yellow part gets a conic gradient. That's not too bad. What happens if we get rid of the conic gradient entirely? Can we make that work? Maybe. So this is the all box shadow solution. And it's working, kind of working. So this is all, I'm not really saying very much. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up. That looks, that's dead on. 10, 100. So we'll do another one of these, not quite as much. So that's all box shadow. Kind of like that. That is a higher score. Minify, unit replace, submit. I think that's a final answer for today. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. I like that a lot. You could do this with the body element probably, which would probably be a slightly better, even better score. Anyway, that's enough for today. 18 minutes worth, 19 minutes worth. Happy Independence Day to those folks in the U.S. Or if you're, if you like the U.S. or like our holidays, enjoy it. If not, that's fine too. All right, take care of yourself. Go make a webpage. I'll see you around.